So what if I told you that the real secret to changing your life isn't some massive dramatic overhaul? What if it's just about getting 1% better every single day? It's not about willpower, it's about science. Today, we're diving into the tiny changes that lead to absolutely remarkable results, all based on the groundbreaking work of James Clear in Atomic Habits.
Okay, let's just start with this one core idea, because honestly, it changes everything. Think about it. Every time you choose water over soda, you're not just hydrating, you're casting a vote for being a healthy person. Every time you write just one paragraph, you're casting a vote for being a writer. These tiny, little votes, they add up, and over time, they build this mountain of proof of who you're becoming.
All right, so here's the game plan. We're gonna start with the surprising math behind those tiny gains. Then, we're gonna unlock the secret to making habits actually stick by changing what we focus on. After that, we'll get into the nitty-gritty science and then finish up with the tools you absolutely need to keep going for the long haul.
Okay, let's get right into this idea of tiny gains. I want you to just imagine for a second, waking up from a coma. Your dream of being a pro baseball player totally shattered by a horrific injury. That's literally where James Clear found himself. But instead of giving up, he discovered something profound in that slow, painful recovery. Success isn't one giant leap. It's the sum of 1,000 tiny steps.
And this is where the math gets kind of wild. If you get just 1% better each day for a year, you're not going to be 365% better. No, you'll be nearly 38 times better. It's like compound interest for your life, you know? A small, consistent investment of effort every day pays off with these massive, almost unbelievable results down the road. And this just hits the nail on the head, right? I mean, think about your own life. What are the lagging measures of your habits? Is your bank account just a reflection of your spending habits? Is your fitness a reflection of your daily choices about food and movement? The results we see, or the ones we don't see, are simply the built-up weight of our daily routines.
So, if this compounding thing is so powerful, why is it so hard for so many of us to stick with our habits? Well, the answer lies in this really common mistake that pretty much all of us make. We focus on what we want to achieve instead of who we want to become.
Here's a great way to think about it. A goal, that's like a destination on a map. But a system, that's the car that actually gets you there. You can have the most amazing destination in the world, but if your car's broken, you're never gonna arrive. Winners and losers, they often have the exact same goals. The winners are just the ones with better systems.
And this is the real game changer. It's the huge mindset shift. When a habit becomes a part of your identity, it stops being a chore. It's just an expression of who you are. You're not just going to the gym, you are an athlete. You're not just trying to write, you are a writer. Every single action reinforces that identity, which just makes it easier to show up the next time.
Okay, so how do we actually build these new identities? Like on a practical level, what do we do? To get there, we've got to understand the science of how habits actually form in our brains. And it all comes down to this simple 4-step loop that's basically running on autopilot all the time.
Just think about your morning coffee. The cue? You wake up. The craving? It's that desire to feel alert and ready to go. The response is you making and drinking the coffee. And the reward? It's that satisfying hit of focus and energy. That reward is what tells your brain, hey, let's do that again tomorrow. Every single habit you have, good or bad, follows this exact pattern.
All right, now that we know how the machine works, we can start pulling the levers. This is where it gets really, really powerful. James Clear gives us what he calls the 4 laws of behavior change. Think of it like a user's manual for rewiring your own brain.
So, to build a good habit, you just follow these 4 laws. Let's say you want to start running in the morning. Okay, Law 1, make it obvious. Put your running shoes right by the door. Law 2, make it attractive. Maybe you only let yourself listen to your favorite podcast while you run. Law 3, make it easy. Start with just a 5-minute jog. And Law 4, make it satisfying. Track your runs and celebrate that consistency.
And what's so brilliant about this is that to break a bad habit, you just flip the laws. You do the opposite. Let's say you check your phone way too much. Okay, make it invisible. Put your phone in another room. Make it unattractive. Switch your screen to grayscale. Trust me, it works. Make it difficult. Set a super long, complicated password. And make it unsatisfying. Turn off all those tempting notifications. So, we've got the 4 laws, but where's the best place to start? Well, the single most powerful, most immediate way to apply them is to focus on your environment. It's like this invisible hand that shapes our behavior way more than we realize.
I mean, just think about your morning routine. How many of those things are you consciously deciding to do, and how many just happen? Research from psychologist Wendy Wood shows that nearly half, almost 40% of what we do every day isn't a deliberate decision. It's just a habit triggered by our surroundings. We're on autopilot.
This story right here just shows the unbelievable power of our environment. 9 out of 10 soldiers who were using heroin in Vietnam simply stopped when they got home. The cues were gone, the context was gone. Now, you don't have to go to war to see this. Just think about how your home or your office or your friends, how they influence what you eat, what you buy, and how you spend your time. We are products of the world we live in.
So one of the best ways to engineer your environment for success is with something called the 2-minute rule. The whole idea is just to make a new habit so ridiculously easy to start that you can't possibly say no. So read more becomes read 1 page. Eat healthier becomes eat 1 piece of fruit. You're not even trying to do the full habit yet. You're just mastering the art of showing up.
Okay, so we've made our habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. But what happens a few weeks or a few months in, when that initial excitement just fades? That's when we face the biggest threat to our success. And it's not failure, it's boredom.
To fight off that boredom, we need to find what's called our Goldilocks zone. It's just like playing a video game, right? If the level's way too easy, you get bored. If it's impossibly hard, you get frustrated and you quit. The real fun, the real engagement is in finding that sweet spot, that place where you're challenged but not totally overwhelmed. And honestly, this is the ultimate difference maker. The greatest athletes, the best artists, the top innovators, they're not the people who are always motivated. No way. They are the ones who show up even when they don't feel like it. They can handle the boredom of practice. They've learned to fall in love with the process of getting better day in and day out. Which brings us right back to where we started. Every action you take is a vote. So, as you go about the rest of your day today, I just want to leave you with this one simple question. Is this action, is it a vote for the person I truly want to become? Because the answer just might change your life.